Hello. Oh, technology. It's such a love-hate relationship, isn't it? Well, we're going to see how this goes because I have something so incredibly awesome to share with everyone. And gosh, this has been under wraps since I'm going to say December of 21. So yeah, I've done a pretty good job of not saying anything, but now I get to, and I'm so excited. Right. So for those of you that may not know me, I'm Juliana Avalar. Everyone calls me Jules. I'm the inventor of the original Jewel Loom, and I do a lot of designing and product development, which that's why I'm here. So I'm really good friends with the Dollar Bead Box, and they asked me to design them a loom that their people, their community, their subscribers, their customers could use to create, for the most part, small things, right? Like, yeah, like me, like I'm, no, like my earrings. Look at these. Okay, they sent me these metallic beads and I just about fell out of my bead chair. Like, seriously, are these so incredibly sexy? So I made these, and look at this. Oh my gosh, so cool. I made a ring. I know, it's just insane what you could do. Okay, I won't show you anything else because you're probably like, well, what'd you do with that? How'd you do that? What'd you do it on? All right, let's take a look. All right, I'm so excited. Are you ready? Here we go. It's the Dollar Bead Box Loom. Is it so stinking cute or what? I was so honored when they asked me to design them a loom, something super cute, lightweight, portable. I don't know. She's maybe like, I don't know, 4 ounces or something, right? Made out of the Baltic birch wood, made here in the US. And yeah, it's their own little mini loom. It's just so stinking cute. In fact, it's called the Mini Bead Loom. And so you can get your own at thedollarbeadbox.com. So you'll want to rush over there because I know at first there's limited quantities, but how fun and super easy to use. And I am telling you, I just am really impressed with what I created. So not only these fabulous earrings, right? And these are sliders. So I just use sliders on these. And then again, these are all the metallic beads. But look at this, you guys. All right. Are you kidding me right now? Look at this bracelet. Yeah, on that loom. Now I have a 6-inch wrist. So you can see like it works perfect, right? But if you do added chain, okay, you could do the added chain, and then you could probably, with a decent look, I'm going to say, like another inch and a half, maybe 2 inches. So, it wasn't really designed to do bracelets, but it can be done. It sure can. And I think this one just looks like $1,000,000. These metallic beads are just, I can't. I love them so very much. And I just really had, in fact, it just matches all my black today and my earrings. Isn't that great? Okay. What else did I do? And then I'm going to just show you a quick demo. Okay. So more rings, you know me, go big or go home, right? So look at that. That's with the technique of the loops. And you want to know what else is really cool? I actually had a lot of fun using 3mm beads for the base. Are those 3s or 4s? I think they're 3s. I don't know. They're tiny. But let's do that. And let me be still for a second here. Right? So fabulous. Okay. And then finally, now I just am in love with this piece. And at first, I almost took it apart, but I chose not to because I believe that there is, I don't know. I just think that you can always salvage something. salvage something, save it. Yeah, whatever that word is. And so, yeah, so look at this. Oh, is that gorgeous? And then look at her little tush, the backside, right? So that's a little slider bead or a slider clasp over the 8 O's. And so here's the truth of what happened. Who's always telling you to know how you're going to finish your project before you start it? Who's always saying that? Who is always saying that? Yeah, I know. So what did I do? I started my project. I didn't think about how I was going to finish it. I thought I knew what I was doing. And guess what? There was just one too many 8 O's. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I needed that to be on the top here. And so I almost totally got rid of this project. But then I thought, no, I'm going to save it. And so I found some really gorgeous, sexy velvet ribbon. It's hard to tell how gorgeous it is. And then I used the ribbon crimp. So save the day, and it's just adorable. It's like a medal, right? Like, you know, when you get a medal. Isn't that fabulous? I just love it. I'm so stoked about that. Okay. So what? I'm slightly like the crazy Loom lady. It's okay though. All right. I'm just going to check to see if the YouTubes are looking good. So I'm gonna text the outside and see how it's going. How does it look? It takes a village, people. It takes a village. So hopefully we'll hear from Miss June and she'll tell me that everything is good, because I'm going to go down. I'm going to switch cameras, and this is usually where like it all goes wrong. But we're going to pray to the techno gods that it all goes right. And let's see here. I know it says we're live on the YouTubes, so I think we're good, but we're just going to hope that, like I said, it stays focused, because I want to show you how easy it is to use this. So I am going to go, where's my camera? I'm going to go to my Logitech that sometimes likes to give me grief. Ooh, oh, all right. It's looking pretty clear, right? Oh, look, I took off my other earrings because I was like, I have to show off these. Okay, so here is your loom. And let me just tell you a little bit about it. It's got a really nice, almost like a 2.75 inch wide grid here. So you can make something really wide if you wanted to. And then you have just about 6 inches almost of beading space. So it's really a nice size. You know, you're going to be able to really create a lot of really cool things. What I've already done is I'm working with 5mm hemp, and I'm getting the all is clear. So I'm super stoked about that. So this is a 5mm hemp cord. It's by Hemptique. It's my personal favorite. Oop, I just slid off of the tooth. Let me get back on there. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so I pre-knotted that. I must not have tied it enough. But anyway, okay, so here we go. So I have the hemp cord in my right hand, and I am holding the loom in my left hand. And I am going to bring that down to the bottom. Okay. And then I'm going to wrap it around the tooth. I'm going to skip a groove because I'm working with these beautiful 4mm metallic beads. I'm going to come back up to the top. Okay. And then I'm going to wrap it around the tooth up here. And you see how I'm helping to guide it with my pointer finger. Okay. And then again, I'm going to skip a groove. So you see how these are open? That's when I'm saying skip a groove. That's what I mean. Okay. Because we need to have the warps wide enough to accommodate that bead. So then we're going to come back down to the bottom, wrap it around that back tooth. I'm going to take my thumb this time and just help to guide it. And once again, skipping. And there we go. And that's our warps. And I'm going to tie those off in a minute, but I just want to talk a little bit about the quantity of the warps. And I can see now that this Logitech likes to, it likes still hands. So it's kind of funny. I need like a Logitech Pro. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 warps because I am going to be using 3 beads across. So it's always one more warp, then it is your beads. Okay, so again, I'm doing 3 beads, and so I need 4 warps. So at this point, I'm going to hopefully very gracefully as best as I can up in the air here. What I need to do is I need to tie off, right? So I'm going to take the end of the hemp, and let me just give you a little pointer here. Flat nose pliers work great as another hand. See how cool that is? And then we're just going to bring that in because this hemp is also like very dancey, but it's so cool. Okay, so let's see. I want to come in here. And all the while, we're just making sure that we're not losing our tension. So, you know, that's always the big thing with looming, right? We just want to make sure that we don't lose that tension. I'm telling you, these flat nose pliers are like my best friends. They always help. Okay, so there we go. All right. So there you have it. So now your loom is warped. I'm going to try to stay still there for a second. I could see the camera wanting to dance a little bit. I think it wants to autofocus. I think that might be why I paid the big bucks. I don't know. Okay. So what I do next is I'll just like take all this. I could cut it, but for giggles, I'm just going to wrap it and get it out of the way. Okay. So let me bring in the other one. So hold on. And we're going to come over here. And what I've done is I already did what's called a selvage, right? So you're creating like a faux ribbon in essence, so that your ribbon clasp has something to attach to, because we don't want those teeth to go right into the hemp and or wildfire if you were warping with that, because it could literally like bite it off and then you would be super bummed. Okay, so we're going to lay that back down. I have the loom straight in front of me. Oh, it looks like it needs to come out here. All right, so I have the loom in front of me. My needle and my thread, which I am using Wildfire. It's their Gorgeous Blue by Beading. And all of this is in my left hand. This is my left hand. The beading loom is in front of me. All right, so this is the top. It is furthest away from my body. And this is the bottom. It is closest to my body. I'm going to take the needle and the thread, and I'm going to come under all the warps, do a little wiggle, wiggle. All the warps. I'm underneath all the warps. I'm going to transfer that to my right hand. And now I'm going to pick up 3 beads. Gotta find the hole. Oh my goodness. Come on, guys. There we go. 1, 2, 3. All right. Then I'm going to let those fall and just helping to guide the thread. Okay. And that first, oh, I see what I did. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, bear with me. I actually undid myself. So if I do this correctly, I thought I was in the wrong position. I was actually in the right position. And then I just screwed up myself. Hey, it happens to the best of us. Okay, we're going to start over because look at these are good things to have happen on a live demonstration. And I am not so full of myself that I think in any way, shape, or form that I'm not going to make a boo-boo here and there. Okay, this is good. Look at how I'm just correcting it. I'm just correcting it. The world is all good. All is well. All is well. Okay, we're gonna do a redo. Got to get these guys off of here. Come on, buddies. Don't make me rethread the needle. Now that will be the end of the show. And I actually don't think I need to. Let me see. I'm going to try to recorrect this. Okay. I see what I need to do. I need to be back through here. Oh, this is hysterical. Oh my God. She can invent a product, but what is she doing? Okay. All righty. Now it's all good in the world. Okay. Back under. Oh my God. And we haven't even had wine yet. Okay. This is exactly where I needed to be. All right. So we're going to take the beads and we're going to very gracefully look at that. We just needed a little comedy. And I'm going to take the needle and we're going to go back through that bead and we're going to make sure that the needle is on top of, whoopsie. That first row is always a little fun. We call it like, it's just can be a little wonkadoodle. Okay. So awesome. You have to laugh. You have to laugh. I'm not so full of myself that I can't laugh. All right, perfect. All right, I'm going to bring this up so you can see it. And then we'll just let the camera focus in because see, so there's my first row. Okay, and now I'm going to do my second row a little more gracefully here. I'm taking the needle and I'm going under all the warps. And then once again, I'm going to pick up 3 beads. So there's 1, 2, 3. Ah, what's beading without a little laughter, right? And who couldn't use a little laughter right now? Okay, so once again, I'm going to help pop those up into the warp, take the needle, and I'm going back through the bead and I'm on top of the warp. So I should be able to see the shiny. Let me see if I can't get a good shot of that. Can you see how the shiny part of the needle is showing? It's on top of the warps. Okay. And then we're going to come all the way out. And basically, this is what you're going to do until you have created your project. So like if I was doing earrings, like I am wearing, you know, you could do like say 3 more rows. And then you would have your earrings. You could do 2 at a time. It's a powerful little loom. I am telling you, it is super powerful. I've had so much fun beading on it. And I just think that if you're, you know, like if you're a part of the dollar bead community and, you know, you get the box every month and, you know, it's like you have your friends and now you all have a loom that's branded for that community. I just think it's really fun. Whoop. Okay, so there's our 3rd row. So do you kind of get the rhythm here? You're just going, you know, left to right, you're coming under, you're picking up the beads. Let's do 1 more row here. So again, you want to get over to the dollarbeadbox.com. And my goodness. Let's get this little guy. Isn't it funny? Sometimes these just swoop up really easily for me, and then sometimes they're a pain in the tush. There we go. But they're lucky they're so gorgeous. All right, so we're going to do 1 more here. Okay. And again, I'm taking the needle and I'm going on top of the warps. And we just scooch up each time to make sure that the beads are all nice and tight. Let me bring that back up to the camera. I You can see it wants to autofocus. Okay. So let me bring in the one where it's all finished so that you can get a better idea of what it looks like. It's so beautiful. Look at this, you guys. Look. Is that so cool? So these are like a light, I think these are a light, perhaps amethyst metallic. I'm not sure what the proper what they have it listed as. My apologies on that, but it's part of the metallic line. And I'm going to, it's in that family. It's in that family of the lavender, amethyst, purple, but it's light. Okay. So now at this point, I already have a selvage at each end. I did put some white tacky glue. Now, I happen to be a fan of Aleene's because maybe you know this, maybe you don't, but that's where I got my start. And so I did put a layer, with a toothpick, just a nice little layer of glue. And now I can actually take this off. This is always the fun part, right? Okay, now I'm going to just bring in my scissors. Okay. Oh my gosh, so stinking cool. All right, let's check this out. Oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. So stinking pretty. Look at that. So dainty and yet just, I mean, come on, layer that with some stringing, and you could even do an original jewel loom piece, the bigger ones with all the loops. Isn't this great? And so what you're going to do from there is you would bring in your ribbon clasp, okay? And very carefully, you would clamp that on. And let me show you this, okay? This is what we did right here with this one. And you want to walk that clamp. And what I mean by that is you're squishing over here and then you come over here. And so you're walking it really carefully. You're not squeezing all at once really super hard, because that's where you could literally cut through the threads and then you'd have to start over. Although I will tell you, I had an experience at a jewelry television event once where somebody did that. And by the grace of God, somehow I sewed her head back on. It was hysterical. But that's what you want to do. You just want to walk it. But so stinking cool and so much fun. Okay, I'm coming back to you. I'm coming back to you so you can see my happiness. All right. So as you can see, things can be resolved, right? It's fun. It's easy. What's the learning curve? For most people, the learning curve is the warping, right? Because it's all about getting that right tension. And sometimes, you might get a little flustered if that first warp is not exactly tight enough, but you just need to practice. And I really love starting with a cord, whether it's the hemp cord or just a cord, because there's so much forgiveness. There's so much forgiveness with that, right? So you tie it on, it's really simple to tie. It's a little thicker, than like say a beading thread. And so you can play with that. You can practice and you just want to take it easy. You just want to do your warping, go with it. It's a soulful dance. But man, this loom is just like a powerhouse and I am so honored. And I love my friends over at the Dollar Bead Box. And I'm so grateful that you gave me this opportunity to create a loom just for your community. And I'm here for you. Okay. I'm here for you. So we have the YouTube channel. I also have a Facebook group where if you want to learn more, but if you're having any trouble, just let me know. I'm here to help you. I want you to be successful. I mean, come on, don't you want to wear sexy earrings? Right? I need somewhere to go. I need somewhere to go. Okay, I'm going to wait for that text from somebody. I don't know. Maybe my dog will take me out. All right, so here, let's one more time. We've got this super cool ring. We've got these awesome sauce earrings. We've got another ring. I'm going to put it over here on this finger. Look at how cool that is. Look how cool. All right. And we've got the bracelet. I can't bracelet up myself. And we've got the incredibly cool, I just love this. I love that on, okay, by the way, velvet is what's super hot right now. Okay. So like if you're at the thrift store and you find a velvet jacket, you need to buy it. That's just my little insight for the day. And look at, would that not look awesome on jeans, like a jean jacket? So cool. And you could just do so many things. All right. I love you guys. I'm so honored. And just really, you're going to have so much fun with this loom. And please, any questions, if you need any help, reach out. We're here to help you. And I'm just super stoked. Okay. So real quick though, I just want to make sure that there's no like, hey, so-and-so needs, and it doesn't look like it. So, okay, we're good. We were clear. I hope there was no blurries because that really is not fun. And yeah, Juliana Avalar, and Jewel Loom is the brand. And you are going to go to the dollarbeadbox.com and you're going to get your loom. And you're going to get your gorgeous metallic beads, and you are going to make some super cool stuff. And I want to see it all. I want to see it all. Okay. Thank you.